45 minutes have passed since the 8:30 a.m. economic release hit the market, and by 9:15, silver is still spiraling, trying to interpret what those numbers actually mean. In the first 15 minutes after the report, markets usually make an initial move, but the next 30 to 60 minutes are often when the deeper reaction begins. That kind of delayed response does not normally happen unless the metal has already experienced sharp movement earlier in the week, and traders are unsure about the next direction. In this video, I will show you how a report released at 8:30 a.m. can have traders spinning within the first hour. Next, I will break down how expectations for interest rates, inflation, and economic growth can all shift within the first 2 hours of trading. And stick with me all the way until the end, because I'm going to explain to you how the market gradually processes these numbers, and it hits our spot price. Almost nobody is noticing that the most important window for silver today may actually stretch from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., a span of roughly 90 minutes where economic data can completely reshape market expectations. Lean into this part, it's important, because by 9:20 a.m., the market has had just under 50 minutes to interpret the new data. During that time, traders compare the fresh numbers to forecasts, to last month's readings, and to longer-term economic trends. If the report appears stronger than expected, traders sometimes assume interest rates could stay elevated longer. But if the data appears softer, the market may begin discussing whether economic growth is cooling. The key point is that the first reaction within 10 or 20 minutes rarely represents the final interpretation. Here is why that matters. On January 10, 2025, when the U.S. jobs report showed payroll growth of 256,000 jobs, silver jumped from roughly $30.10 to $30.72 within about 12 minutes, a move of approximately 2%, almost immediately after the 8:30 a.m. release. The reaction was fast, because traders instantly adjusted expectations for economic strength and interest rates. Keep this top of mind, because most people are missing this point. Silver does not react only to the headline number from the report. Instead, the market evaluates several components within the same release, and each one can influence expectations differently. The reason timing matters so much is that by 9:30 a.m., traders have had roughly 60 minutes to process the report, which is often when the second wave of price movement appears. A similar example occurred on July 7, 2023, when the employment report showed 209,000 jobs added versus expectations near 240,000. Within about 9 minutes of the 8:30 a.m. release, silver jumped from approximately $22.82 to $23.41, a gain of nearly 59 cents per ounce, because traders interpreted the weaker labor data as reducing pressure for higher interest rates. Pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. At the top of this video, I told you I was going to show you how a report released at 8:30 a.m. can still be reshaping the silver market well after 9 a.m. Well, here it is. The market does not interpret a complex economic report instantly. Instead, traders begin recalculating economic expectations over the first 60 minutes, adjusting forecasts for growth, inflation, and monetary policy. That gradual reassessment can ripple through currencies, interest rates, and commodities before the market settles into a clearer direction. Don't miss this next point. Even though the report arrived earlier in the morning, the market still has another potential catalyst coming at 10 o'clock a.m., meaning traders could continue adjusting positions over the next 40 to 50 minutes. In plain English, silver is currently sitting inside a critical 90-minute window, where the market is digesting fresh information and deciding whether the economic outlook has shifted. That is why the first move you saw this morning may not be the move that defines the rest of the trading day.